Good morning. It's Miss Billy. And are you coming up here? Rowdy, he's joined us. Carl, this is a special shout out to you to thank you for your comment about Rowdy, who is a silly cat. That's why he does not go to school. He stays home with Miss Billy. But he's joining us for the read aloud and for your request to read Police Officer Blaze. So hopefully Rowdy will stay and behave. It looks like he's having some trouble eating his temptations. They're going onto the floor every time I give him one. Last one, Rowdy, so I can talk to Carl. All right, so I also like to do a shout out to another student who sent me these beautiful unicorn pictures, Olivia. Olivia, thank you so much. Here's her picture of a unicorn. Hopefully you can see it. It was really a beautiful picture. I'm sorry that the sun is shining so much on it, but hopefully you can see that beautiful picture. And also there's a picture of Olivia. Wait, that's the sticker I sent her. Olivia and her sister. So thank you so much, Olivia and sister, for sending those to Miss Billy. I really appreciate it. Rowdy is down there, Carl, I promise. There he is. And let's get to the book. Police Officer Blaze. During this time, I would love for you to start thinking about police officers and medical staff, nurses and doctors, and even ambulance drivers, emergency responders. They really are supporting our communities and our world, and so they're very important. You'll hear about people doing great work, and those are some of the people. So as we read the book, let's think about that. I haven't created a book talk yet, but I will, and as we go through the book, we'll come up with some ideas. So here is Blaze. They have some really cool Blaze cards in the book, along with stickers. So I'll try to send you one via email, Carl. So here we go. You'll see the book more than you'll see Miss Billy, and maybe you'll see Rowdy, who's decided to lay down. Here we go. One morning, Blaze and AJ were at a railroad crossing, waiting for a train to pass. Just as the caboose was going by, it broke loose and rolled toward the river. It was full of chickens. "Hang on, chickens," shouted Blaze. "Oh no, look at those chickens. They're in trouble. But wait a minute, look at that cool truck that AJ is riding in. Is that his police officer truck? Cool stuff. Let's see what happens next." Well, Blaze leapt in front of the caboose and dug in his wheels, but the caboose kept moving. "It's too heavy. I can't stop it by myself," he cried. A police car roared up next to Blaze. "Officer Anna reporting for duty," she said. Cool, he has a partner, and it's a girl. Miss Billy loves that. Officer Anna and Blaze stopped the caboose just before it reached the water. So they saved the day. But look at this. They both have really cool monster trucks, which are their police cars, I guess. Really cool. One is Blaze, and I don't know what Anna's truck's name is, but pretty cool police cars. After they returned the caboose safely to the tracks, Officer Anna told Blaze and AJ that they were good at helping. "You should be police officers." So actually, Blaze and AJ were not even police officers when they were trying to help that truck. So guess what's going to happen? Let's continue to read. "You should be police officers," she said. "I can handle that," said Blaze. He transformed into a mighty police car. So Blaze is the police car and AJ is now the police officer. You got that. So he transformed into a mighty police car with a flashing lights and siren and a searchlight and an officer's badge. Well, I think he deserved it. All that hard work and being brave to help another police officer stop that train? Absolutely. So now there's Blaze and Officer AJ. Let's see what they get into next. Well, just then, Officer Anna got a call to return to headquarters. "Blaze and AJ, I need you two to keep the city safe while I'm gone," she said. "Well, you can count on us," Blaze declared. As Officer Anna drove away, AJ checked the police emergency map. There were 3 emergencies in the city. So, an emergency is something you need to handle right away. Needs help right away. And usually police officers and doctors and people like that handle them. Here we go. Blaze and AJ drove to the first emergency. They saw 3 little lost trucks that were trying to find their grandma's house. Well, we'll use deduction to find them. Deduction. Deduction means to take away, to eliminate something. So let's see how he does it. Yeah, deduction is using the facts you know to get closer to an answer, AJ explained. All right. What do you know about where your grandma lives? Blaze asked each of the trucks. Let's look at those trucks. They look like little girls. Well, there's one little boy. There you go. So they're all super monster trucks. Let's see what facts they give him. Fact is a truth. Fact is something that is true. So let's see what happens. My grandma lives in a yellow building, said the first lost truck. My grandma's house has purple flowers, said the second truck. And my grandma's house has 1 window, said the third truck. Blaze and AJ studied the houses on the street by using the facts that were told them, the truth, right? So, by using the facts they were given, they found all 3 grandmas and saved the day by uniting every grandma with their grandchild, right? That was perfect police work, AJ and Blaze. Let's see what happens next. AJ checked the police map for the second emergency. Here we go, guys. He directed Blaze to Clive's bakery where they found the worried baker out on the street. I made a cake for a big birthday party, but the party's far away and I can't get there. It's about to start, Clive moaned. Don't worry, we'll get the cake to the party on time, said Blaze. Well, look at the baker. How do we know he's a baker? He's wearing a chef's hat? Yeah, absolutely. That's a fact and another clue. Well, you think you can get that birthday cake there? I think Blaze can do it right away. Here we go. Blaze and AJ zoomed to the party with the cake, they came upon a huge traffic jam. We'll never get there with all these trucks in the way, groaned AJ. Blaze had an idea. He switched on his flashing lights and loud siren. When the other trucks heard the lights and sirens, they made way for Blaze and AJ to get through. So much like when you hear sirens or police officers, ambulances on the street, and your parents are driving, the rule is that you have to move because there's an emergency and let that emergency vehicle by. So pretty smart thinking for AJ and Blaze. They were able to get through. Let's see what happens. Blaze and AJ raced through the crowd. They were almost to the party, but the door was closing. Time to use blazing speed, declared AJ. Blaze revved the engine. Let's blaze. So he's going to do what? He's going to drive really, really fast. You got it. Well, Blaze and AJ flew under the closing door just in time. It's my birthday cake, cheered Bumper Man to be exact. And thanks to you, police officers, I can now have a very special birthday. Well, who do you think Bumper Man is? Could he be the one with the birthday hat? That is a fact and another clue in finding out who Bumper Man is. Good detective work, my friends. So let's see what happens next. After dropping off the birthday cake, Blaze and AJ went into the park for the third emergency. They found their friend Debris calling for his lost puppy, Pierre. We'll find you, puppy, promised AJ. Suddenly, sirens filled the air as Officer Anna zoomed into view. She had come to help. We'd better look around for clues, she said. What is a clue, my friend? Remember we talked about? They're facts, things that you need to know to find out what's going on. Clues. So here we go. While Officer Blaze and Anna searched the park, they heard a tiny noise. Arf, arf, arf! Debris gasped. I know that bark anywhere. It's Pierre. But where could he be? Officer Anna pointed past a large hill. It sounded like it came from over there. Let's ride, shouted Blaze. Well, let's look at debris. Debris is a truck that actually might pick up debris, like little things that are on the ground, trash, all kinds of debris. So what a little clever idea to name your truck after something it actually does. Just like Blaze, he's a police officer, so it's a police officer truck. Cool idea. I think maybe we should make a truck, a monster truck that resembles something we'd love to do. Maybe that'll be our activity. Here we go. Well, Blaze and AJ, Officer Anna, drove over the hill to look for Pierre. Blaze switched on his searchlight. There's a trail of leaves coming from the leaf pile. You're right, Officer Blaze, said Officer Anna. Pierre must have gone through it. Wow, follow those leaves, shouted AJ. The officers tracked the leaves to the mud puddle. Pierre must have gone through the mud puddle next, AJ shined the searchlight past the puddle. See? Muddy puppy tracks. Come on, cried Blaze. So they have 2 facts and 2 clues. Don't forget, the puppy must have gone through the leaves and walked through the mud. Let's see what they do next. Well, Blaze, AJ, and Officer Anna followed the muddy tracks to a dog park. It was filled with barking puppies. Pierre must be one of these dogs, said Officer Anna. But how are we going to figure out which dog is Pierre, asked AJ. Well, we'll use deduction, said Blaze. What facts do we know about Pierre? So remember, deduction is like an elimination or taking something away based on what you know. So what do we know? We know that Pierre went through the pile of leaves. So, what do you think, guys? Should we consider all the dogs that have leaves on them and then what? Deduct the dogs that don't. Take the dogs that don't have leaves on them away. Great idea, my police officer friends. Well, so the dogs we're looking for is going to have leaves on them, just like we said, my police officer friends. Here we go. Well, Pierre must be one of these 5 dogs, said Officer Anna, pointing to all the leaf-covered dogs. What other facts do we know? We know that after the leaves, Pierre went through the mud. Absolutely. So what should we do, police officer friends? We should look for the dogs that have what? Mud on their tires. So how many do you see? I see 1, 2, 3 out of the 5. So we'll deduct the ones that don't. That means take them away. How many don't have mud on their tires? 1, 2. Good job. Out of all the leaf-covered dogs, there were 3 with muddy tires, just like we said. We're really getting good at being police officers. I just wish we knew one more fact about Pierre, sighed Officer Anna. Wait, I remember something, said Blaze. His bark. Wow, that's really good detective work. Oh yeah, explained AJ. He took out his tablet. Well, look at that. Even Blaze has even AJ has a tablet. Here we go. And played a recording of Pierre's bark. Now that is clever detective work. Do you think he'll figure out who it is? Who do you think it is? Well, let's see. Which dog has the same bark? Asked Officer Anna. Blaze pointed to the small black and white puppy. That one. As Debris drove up to the park, Pierre barked happily and ran into his owner. And they were back together again. So AJ and Anna solved another emergency. Wow, they're really good. And so are we. We really listened to the facts, the clues, and we did some real good deduction. Here we go. AJ held up the police emergency map. There it is on his tablet. Check it out. Now that we found Pierre, we've solved every big case in town. Let's hear it for Officer Blaze and Officer AJ, the heroes of Axel City, cheered Officer Anna. So, They really solved all the cases in the town and were able to help so many people with their emergencies. And that's exactly what first responders do. And they're continuing to do it these days as our world has so many changes. So they are heroes, just like Police Officer Blaze. I'd love for you guys to think about what your monster truck would look like. That's pretty cool. So if you were a police officer, what would your monster truck be? Or if you want to be a chef or a teacher, what would your monster truck look like? I think that'll be my book talk. So check it out. I would love to see you post your pictures of you or your monster truck from Police Officer Blaze. And maybe you can even think about, oh, here I am. Maybe you can even think about creating a picture of first responders. Those are police officers, ambulance drivers, doctors, and just writing a note that says thank you and putting it on your window for all their hard work, just like Police Officer Blaze. It would be a great thing to do as we celebrate all the people that are helping us. And so that's what I think. So I will put a book talk on. Thank you, Carl, for your recommendation. And guess what, Carl? Rowdy left. Yeah, so that's why I can't invite him to our class. All right, have a great day. Thank you, guys. Bye.